Do you see that around in the industry happening? The dark
There's
side?
always politics. I don't see anybody as competition.
This is absolutely the longest quickie we are doing.
Yeah, I don't do quickies, so like.
So I'm super happy. Welcome to the AGOG show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You were studying dentistry, then you have learned Odissi dance also. You have learned Hindustani classical music, modern classical singing. You have sang in 5 languages. You are fluent in Bengali and Tamil. So my team has over-researched, or is it true?
Your Wikipedia search is not OG.
You have a song, Kafirana. You have a song, Jugnu. This adaptation to all these different genres, does it comes really easily to you, or is it a difficult bit?
As long as you enjoy the song, that's what matters. One of my favorite ghazals is my mom's favorite ghazal. रंजिशी सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए आ रंजिशी सही.
As a music lover, somehow मैं थोड़ा सा jealous हो रहा हूँ आपसे, because the kind of
People
equation you have with people like A.R. Rahman, Arijit Singh, Pritam Da, this is great. Badshah and Hania Amir.
Who's Hania Amir?
Hi guys, welcome to the AGOG musical. Why I am saying this? Because ये episode हमने record किया निकिता गांधी के साथ. उनके जो गाने हैं, they are all very famous, and almost every other song has a very interesting story behind it. And the amount of music we have had on this episode, ये पहले नहीं हुआ है. And that's why it's a musical podcast. So anybody who is even remotely interested in music would absolutely love this episode. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and end तक जरूर देखना. So I'm super happy. Welcome to the AGOG show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
पहली बात जो which I really like to ask all my guests, that is, tell us about the story of your childhood. What was it like?
I mean, I've born and raised in Calcutta.
Yeah.
I'm an only child. Both my parents are dentists. So am I. But I mean, I've grown up
Hmm.
as a very quintessential. I'm half Bengali, half Punjabi, and I've grown up more bong, of course, because I'm from Calcutta, and a quintessential Bengali childhood, जहाँ पे आर्ट्स बहुत सीरियसली लिया जाता है. तो
Right.
डांस सीखा है मैंने, म्यूजिक सीखा है, ओडिसी डांस सीखा है और हिंदुस्तानी क्लासिकल म्यूजिक सीखा है. और बचपन में आई थिंक I've had a wonderful childhood actually. Like my parents have been the most awesome parents, both working parents and juggling, raising me
Right.
and working full time. And even though I'm an only child, I never felt like I was an only child. I was always very close to my cousins, my family. And I was like, I used to do a lot of things like dance, music, sports, debate. पढ़ाई में भी अच्छी थी, तो मैं वो लड़की थी जिसको सब कुछ करना पसंद था. So that's
I can totally relate to this Bengali Punjabi fusion, because recently my cousin got married. He's a Punjabi and he got married into a Bengali
Oh.
family.
okay.
So
I'm telling
so-
you, Punjabi men like Bengali women.
they do.
It's
They do.
just because it's usually that combination, like Punjabi man marrying a Bengali woman. I've seen the reverse as well, but
अच्छा, tell
usually-
me if I'm wrong here. कि मेरे को
and
लगता है
Bengali women also don't like Bengali men. We prefer Punjabi men.
Even ऐसा है क्या? क्योंकि मेरे को लगा बहुत सारी चीजें कॉमन है बंगाली और पंजाबीज के अंदर. Like
बिल्कुल, हाँ. खाना.
both of them love their food.
Yeah.
They're absolutely passionate about their food.
Yeah.
And both the parties are really loud.
Yes.
Punjabis are also very loud.
Yes.
Bengalis are also very loud.
And there have been so many movies about this actually.
Yeah, Vicky Donor. First
Vicky
movie that
Donor,
comes
then
from
there
my-
was Tu Jhooti Main
Tu
Makar,
Jhooti
which
Main
I sung
Makar.
in.
Yeah.
That was also a very Bengali, Punjabi, Yeah, so.
So very. Do you think that fusion of the culture has it influenced your personality in somehow?
Absolutely. I think I've always been very proud of the fact that these two cultures are what I belong to. Because I feel like even though there's so many similarities, they're also so distinct. And I feel like, I think more than distinct, very dominating societies, both
Both of them,
Both
yeah.
are. Like, I think there's so many very distinct features about Punjabis and about Bengalis. And I think that the combination is so beautiful because I feel like all, I call it Benjabi, by the way. So all Benjabi kids grow up, I think, as very like wholesome people because we are obviously very loud and obviously very opinionated.
Was there ever Punjabi food on the table?
Oh, I have a lot of yeah. If I could open a restaurant, there would be a lot of very strange things on the menu.
Mm.
So one thing is very Calcutta, which we used to do is okay. I'll start with my personal favorite. My personal favorite is the Kolkata wala biryani, which is the
Aloo wala.
आलू
Yeah.
डीम उसमें अंडा डीम इज
अंडा भी
अंडा
होता है, हाँ.
सो आलू अंडा मटन बिरयानी जो होता है कैलकटा का उसकी राइस मतलब दैट बिरयानी विथ dal makhni has been my all-time favorite. I'm getting hungry as I'm talking about it. Like my all-time favorite combination since I was a kid. So that's definitely like a very Punjabi thing about
Very
me.
Punjabi thing.
And I never thought about it till someone told me that that's like literally the two things
मैं
that you
विजुलाइज
are.
भी नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ दाल मखनी को कैलकाटा बिरयानी के साथ, but still something strangely interesting.
Yeah, like I love dal makhni. I love dal only.
Yeah.
And I think like Bengal people are rice eaters and
Mm.
it's more roti in the
In
north.
Punjab, yeah.
So for me, it's like dal makhni chawal is my favorite combination. So it's kind of, again, that's a very bong Punjabi thing. Um, then there's this one thing which is a very Calcutta thing, which is like uh, Chinese chili chicken
Mm.
with the desi pulao. So like again, that's a very Cal thing.
Why do you sound like you're very inspired by the food vloggers on YouTube?
I'm not inspired by, they are inspired by us. Clearly. No, this is just me. This is how I
This is
am.
crazy.
Yeah.
The Chinese chili chicken with
So the like Calcutta is also very famous for Chinese,
Chinese
food.
food, yeah, I know.
So like the Chinese Tangra chili chicken with again like the biryani rice or the desi pulao rice that we have.
I think
So
I don't know what documentary it was where I saw this, that Calcutta has the most authentic Chinese food.
yes.
That Chinatown
In
something.
fact, that's called Tangra.
Tangra.
Tangra is Chinatown. So weirdly, what they serve though is very Indian Chinese. Like it's not Chinese authentic,
course.
but definitely Calcutta is the closest. But I have eaten in Tangra with Chinese friends.
Mm.
So I have actually eaten the actual Chinese food, which is
Wow.
completely different from what we all get to eat in restaurants.
But is it as delicious as the Indianized Chinese?
I would say it's an acquired taste. It's like how some people love sushi and some people hate sushi.
Some people hate sushi, yeah.
I love sushi. How can you hate sushi? That's
I don't-
criminal.
I have
Okay.
tried it at least twice or thrice, and
You don't-
every time I was told it's an acquired taste. Like, how
There you go,
long does
yeah.
it take?
So
Yeah?
I think Chinese food is also like real Chinese food is acquired taste. Yeah.
Right.
But I love it. Like I love Asian food. Like I love sushi. I love so many Asian cuisines. So to me it was amazing.
भूख लग गई है मेरे को
हाँ, मुझे भी बहुत
actually.
भूख लग रही है अभी.
Okay, so ये ना मेरे को देख के बोलना है कि you were studying dentistry, then you have learned Odissi dance also, you have learned Hindustani classical music, modern classical singing.
Not in that order.
You
but
have
yeah.
sang in 5 languages. You are fluent in Bengali and Tamil. So my team has over-researched,
Your
or is it true?
Your Wikipedia search is
Is wrong, right?
is not is not OG.
So what all you have done?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is right. Like, I
Mm.
have learned Hindustani and
Mm.
Odissi dance, like I mentioned already.
Right.
Dentistry obviously happened later in college. I have sung in way more than 5 languages. I am
Wow.
not fluent in Tamil.
Okay.
I can speak Tamil, but I'm definitely not fluent in it. I am fluent in Bengali, Hindi, English. Punjabi, I can understand. Um, but I cannot speak because nobody taught me Punjabi.
But
when I
you can
was a
sing
kid.
in Punjabi, yeah.
I can sing in everything, I think. Like, which is why like I definitely have sung in more than 5 languages, including Chinese.
Wow.
But don't ask me to sing because I don't remember any of it.
Yeah,
there was a film
I was
called
about
Made in
to actually.
There was a film called Made in China, जहाँ पे एक सीन में मुझे एक जहाँ पे ये लोग एक करोके बार में जाते हैं and this is the Rajkumar Rao film and there's a Chinese lady singing in the karaoke bar and they had to read up that and they made me do it
Wow.
And so that is definitely the strangest language on my list.
More than 5 languages. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so while studying dentistry, you took admission in A.R. Rahman's Music Conservatory, right?
Yes.
So how did that transition happen?
It was more like an overlap than a transition. Like, so I was doing dental school.
Right,
So I joined Rahman's school more like in a part-time course because obviously I already had a full-time college to attend.
right,
And so yeah, I joined his music school for a part-time course where I was learning Western classical music.
mm,
So which I kind of knew already a lot of theory because I
right,
had learned guitar and stuff.
mm,
Um, but it was for me, it was just like I wanted to just be in touch with music because music's always been a part of my life, bachpan se. But to to a capacity as a hobby. Like I've just loved
right,
singing,
right,
loved performing like in the school band and stuff. So for me, music was just like I just wanted to keep doing it and not just college because I've always been that person doing everything.
right.
तो अभी कॉलेज में अचानक सारे एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज बंद हो जाएंगे तो बहुत बोरिंग लगा मुझे सो आई प्योरली जॉइंड his school just for an escape, from padhai.
And how supportive your parents were like?
Super supportive. Like, in fact, during my first year, I had this existential crisis where I wanted to leave college and
Pursue music
pursue
completely.
music. Like, I wanted to enter a music school. Like, I even filled up my applications for Berkeley and stuff. And then I kept calling like my parents and I was like, I'm not happy here and I wanna, maybe study music instead. And they were like, so they were very supportive. They said that, it's okay, you'll just probably miss a year, but in life that's not gonna really matter. So they were completely supportive. I was like feeling very guilty to be honest. Because, I came this far, gave all these exams and came to
Right.
college and then I was like, अरे but तो मैं actually बहुत guilty feel कर रही थी and so I was like, okay. Then I kept kind of procrastinating it. कि ठीक है, let me give it a little more time. I've just joined college. Maybe it's just cold feet. And करते. So then I started attending AR Sir's music school, शाम को, because I just thought, "Ki, let me give this a shot and see whether I can balance the two." And then I started enjoying living in Chennai because I was like, I found like my people and I found a bunch of like minded people who enjoyed music and had similar goals in life. And it was there that the people around me kind of saw a musician in me more than I did, I
Wow.
feel. So that's kind of how slowly, matlab, literally, there was a point where I was dentist by day, musician by night. So I started basically finding happiness because of the music scene in Chennai.
When did the first playback opportunity? Was it Modern Kalyanam?
Modern Kalyanam was the first film
Playback, right?
I had sung in, where I had sung a couple of lines actually. So it was like a duet
Okay.
thing. So that was the first project that released. And then was my first solo break that happened, which was Ladio
Video.
with A.R. Rahman sir for a very big film. Like it was absurd how big that film's launch was.
Right.
It was in a stadium where Arnold Schwarzenegger was a chief guest. So I don't even understand how, like, the Tamil film industry is insane. Like they have
Yeah,
the most
they are.
insane film launches ever.
Right. And even the audience, they literally worship their actors.
And they worship the musicians also, which is I think very specific to the southern industries. And I'm very happy to be part of the Tamil and Telugu film industry because
Right.
um, they worship the actors, yes,
Right.
but they respect the musicians also very. I mean, a lot
Yeah, of
more
course.
also than the Bollywood
Much more.
industry.
I
Yeah,
think the recognition to the background scores that these people have given,
exactly. Yeah,
that is crazy. वो
yeah,
बॉलीवुड में मेरे को लगता है अभी तक भी लोग उतना रियलाइज नहीं करते. That's why we are
correct.
bringing musicians from South industry to Bollywood,
Yeah,
and then now people in North India also
yeah,
recognizing कि
yeah.
BG की वैल्यू कितनी ज़्यादा है.
बिल्कुल, yeah.
So coming to Rahman sir, मतलब everybody knows he's a legend. I don't want to know how was it working with him, but
So I didn't want to discourage you from asking.
no. Honestly, I want to know that. See, it's established that he is a superstar. He is a legend.
Right.
But beyond that legendary A.R. Rahman, what is he like? Is he a fun-loving person, or is he a very serious towards work kind of a guy? How is he?
He's both. He's all of that.
Okay.
No, he is very like I think music is his life.
Mm.
Like that's 100% sure.
Right.
He is very funny and very quirky, but I think because he's a very he's not an extrovert, so I feel like to see that side of him,
Right.
you have to be like very few people have seen that side of him, because if you spend a lot of time with him, working with him and stuff, so I have seen that side of him. I have seen his sort of just work mode also. I've seen
Right.
him angry. I've seen him uh crack dad jokes. So I've seen like various sides of AR Rahman's, and I feel very blessed to have seen all of that, because
Right.
I think the world views him in such a different lens. To
Right.
be able to know AR Rahman as a human being is definitely a great
वो कहते
privilege.
हैं ना, the man, the myth, the legend. I think it fits
Yeah,
him really well.
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I cannot imagine A.R. Rahman cracking dad jokes.
I mean, he is a dad, so
But still,
I think all dads will crack dad jokes. It's
yeah.
just that you have to be at the receiving end of it.
It's crazy. And I can also not imagine him getting really angry. Maybe he does.
That also could not imagine till of course he did, and then I was like, whoa.
आपको डांट पड़ी कभी?
But मुझे भी डांट पड़ी है.
Seriously?
There's yeah.
क्यों?
And एक बार कुछ तो मैं वेट कर रही, अभी उनको पता नहीं था कि मुझे ब्रीफ नहीं मिला था.
हम्म,
But so because he thought I was in the studio for 2-3 hours, so he came, and then I was like asking a lot of doubts, like, so okay, can I just check this again? And then he got really pissed because he was like, why aren't you were here for so long? Like, why didn't you like he just like lashed out at me. And I was just like, do I tell him that? So I wasn't like I didn't get upset
right.
because but I also didn't want to be like I didn't want to correct him that like I didn't get briefed, so
Hmm.
that's why I'm clueless about this recording. But so but at the same time, I just for some reason I was very excited that he yelled at me. I was like, he cares so much that he's yelling. I don't know why. That was a thought that
But
went through my brain.
somehow I can totally relate to this thing. Imagine, because being an A.R. Rahman fan, I think I'll be smiling like an idiot and will be very fascinated. वहां से वो चिल्ला रहे हैं मेरे पे, तेरे को अकल नहीं है, तेरे को ये नहीं है. I'll be like, हाँ,
Nee,
कैसे दिख रहे हो
I
आप?
don't think I was ever like fangirling around him.
Of course.
Not that I'm not a fan. Of course, I'm a fan.
No, but when
It's
you
just that
work with somebody, then
yeah, you just
हाँ,
communicate in a
on a
human
different
level,
levels,
right?
yeah.
So I think that made him also very comfortable working with me,
Hmm.
because of course, if you're like constantly like in awe of somebody, then that
Right.
makes that person also uncomfortable to
True.
just be real with you, right?
Right.
So I think that way my work, sort of equation with Rahman sir has always been very casual. So yeah, maybe
That's
that's why he did crack the dad jokes.
Acha, I think Rapta is one of the most beautiful songs from your career as well as from the Indian music scene.
Right, yeah.
What is the story of Rapta? How did that happen?
The story of Rapta is the story of me moving to Bombay.
Yeah.
Before that, I was living in Chennai,
Mm.
and I had sung a few songs in the south,
Right.
and I was actually so I was actually helping another playback singer move to Bombay. And his name is Shashwat Singh, and he's sung some incredible songs, Ha Main Galat, Show Me the Tumka,
Right.
Kesaria. Um, what his first song was also with A.R. Rahman,
Oh,
What
wow.
What, and so he was living in Chennai. Also, I met him in KM
Mm.
as well. So I was helping him move to Bombay, and तो हम लोग ट्रेन में उसका सारा सामान लेके गए थे. And he was actually I would like to give him credit. I two people I think who are very instrumental in my music career, A.R. Rahman sir and Shashwat, because not too many people know this, that he was the one who kept telling me that तू क्या कर रही है, तू dentistry क्यों कर रही है, like you are a singer. And I never saw myself as a singer, like I never thought I'm a singer. I just
Right.
thought I love to sing and I sing like for
Right.
fun,
Right.
so that was always like it was. Sometimes you need these external forces to make you realize your full potential.
Right.
And he is definitely one such person, and he's been so instrumental in my musical career, especially in Bollywood, because I think he played my covers and like random videos to a lot of musicians in Bombay. um so when I helped him move to Bombay, he played it to a lot of studio people in Preetham's circle, and so they really liked, what they heard, and then they started, and of course the little stamp of A.R. Rahman doesn't hurt, that she sung for him in the South and all of that.
Right.
And so then they started calling me for recordings, and तब मैं बॉम्बे में रहती नहीं थी, तो ऐसे कुछ कुछ स्क्रैचेस गवाने के लिए,
Mm.
while I was like crashing with Shashwat and kind of helping him move to Bombay, because he had already sung in Bollywood.
Right.
And then I sang like scratches of kuch kuch gaane, and
राबता की स्टोरी बता रहे थे आप।
so Rabta, no, I know it's a story.
Yeah.
So then I had actually gone to the studio to sing some other song,
Hmm.
and then they gave me the lyric sheet and they're like, ये भी try करते हैं.
Okay.
So I was like, ये तो पहचाना लग रहा है
Hmm.
गाना. So they're like, yeah, this is now like a different version, different verse also. That's
Right.
gonna be the title track because the film's name is Rapta. So I was like, okay, and then I was like, they just, and I had zero expectations because I'm
Right.
like, ये तो बहुत बड़ा गाना है.
Ah,
And already एक बहुत बड़ा गाना है from Agent Vinod
right.
with already like 50 versions of the song.
Yeah.
So then and I had not sung anything in Bollywood. So I did the recording and then they kept calling me because they kept changing like the lyrics and कुछ changes होते थे. उन पे भी बहुत pressure था. बहुत बड़ा film है. It's gonna get visualized on Deepika.
Right.
So they kept changing, the structure of the song. This, that, this, that. And then suddenly my voice is on the trailer and I'm like, whoa, like what is happening? And then I remember I was in Calcutta
Right.
visiting my parents, and Preetham da called me like from the studio. He called me from then. He's like, तू बॉम्बे में? ऐसा नहीं, मैं कैलकाटा में. He's like, मैं टिकट करा रहा हूँ, तुम इधर आओ और यहीं पे रहो जब तक गाना ना निकले. So I was like, okay. So then they flew me down to Bombay and we did a couple of more versions of the song till they were happy with it and the song released. And
Right.
while I was there that week, um, they literally, like, I stayed back till Rapta released, and while I was happening in the song release, it was such a surreal experience because all my school friends started messaging me like, "Is that really you on the credits? Like, that's your voice? Is that you?" Because they've heard me like this, like jazz blues singer in school,
Right.
so they never imagined. Even I never imagined I would be singing in the commercial film industry.
Right.
So like it was just like this weird, like I couldn't, like I had to keep pinching myself that did this just happen? And then I started like automatically looking looking for houses. I was like, maybe I should stay in Bombay now. Because usi time Simon, it's not like एक गाना मिल गया तो चलो बॉम्बे चलते हैं, because I'm a very realistic person. So then I was like, okay. And they started calling me for more dubs. उस time जगा जासूस का भी काम चल रहा
Right.
था. And that was a musical. So मैं दिन रात स्टूडियो में ही थी बॉम्बे में. So I was like, okay, I guess I should start looking for places to live in because now I've sung in Bollywood. So that's the
Story of
story of
Rabta.
Rapta.
So,
Yeah.
how's it working with Preetham Da? Because does he know कि almost every other Spotify rap का जो face है that is Preetham Da, and there are a lot of
Of course,
memes
I'm
that
sure he
happen.
knows that. I'm sure.
Lot of memes that happen around के मतलब भाई मुझे पता भी नहीं है मैं प्रीतम दा को कब सुन रहा हूँ, because he has done music. मतलब if you are sort of having a crush on somebody, you'll have a song by Preetham Da.
Of course.
You are immensely in love with somebody, you will have a song by Preetham Da. आपका breakup हो गया, you will have a song by Preetham Da. आप move on करने की कोशिश करो, you will have a song by Preetham Da. How's it working with him? What is it like?
Uh, Incredible. I think he's one of the most fun composers that I've worked with because, and we're like, like I can call him my friend also now because I've like hung out with him so much in the studio and I gig with him as well.
Right.
So he's just so sweet and so, like, there are no ego layers, or no, there is no, like, it's very comfortable to communicate with him. There are no, he doesn't come with this, like, I am the composer
Right.
sort of aura. He's so approachable, he's so warm. It makes, like, the singer, like, it makes me also so comfortable to, uh, just talk to him and hang out with him and be around him in his studio. And it's actually, his studio is like a second home for me because all the engineers are my friends. A lot of them actually my friends from Chennai. Like one of the engineers, Anirudh, he was also somebody I met in Chennai. One of my friends, Froggy, who is his assistant and works at his studio, is one of my oldest. Like him and Shashwat are my two oldest friends. It's all a coincidence that we all work with each other in Bombay now. That so he is one of the most important people in Pritam Das' life in his studio ethos, and he was also part of Rapta project from the film side. So it's a very weird sort of
Cosmic connection.
cosmic connection, yeah, with the kind of people that been friends with and ended up working with
But
professionally.
does it make, matlab, I'm sure it makes very easy to live in a different city and somehow you end up working with all your friends only.
It feels amazing. Like recently, also, speaking of friends who've kind of entered the industry, like one of my friends from again KM, like Chennai, Siddharth Pandit, he's been doing so well with his music. And recently he did a concert in Bombay. Like I've sung a song for him from Bandish Bandits, this song called Khamaka. And he did a concert where he did only all his songs, and then I sang it, and a lot of people came, like bought tickets and came to see it, and I felt so proud, and it was like everybody was proud of each other because everybody had like achieved, like everyone knows each other from their sort of nobody knows you phase
Right.
to being like like
The
this
limelight, yeah.
a musician who people know and we have fans now. And so it was like such an incredible feeling for all of us to come together and perform on stage as professional artists.
It's a very, very dreamy thing that all
Yeah.
of your friends are still together and
Yeah.
everyone is doing so well in their
So well,
careers.
yeah.
This is nice.
Absolutely, yeah.
Acha, you corrected me that you have sang in more than 5 languages.
No, I mean
So
because it's definitely more than five,
I'm
yeah.
I'm sure, but then all these languages, this somehow this transition is, I believe it is difficult.
Right.
क्योंकि वो एक्सेंट पकड़ना या फिर बिकॉज लैंग्वेज की एक अगर मेरे को कोई पर्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज पता है
Hmm.
तो आई विल नो अ नॉन पंजाबी सिंगिंग अ पंजाबी सॉन्ग बट
Right.
डज दैट थिंग इज देयर इन योर माइंड व्हाइल यू आर रिकॉर्डिंग दो सॉन्ग्स.
So weirdly, I have had both situations. There have been situations where the composer has specifically wanted me to sing in an accent
Oh.
because they want maybe the actress in the movie is like a
Okay.
non
Got it.
that language speaking person in the
Right.
script
Right.
also. Some and so there have been moments where I've been called a lot of times, even in Hindi, like where say like I where Katrina has been say on the the face of the song, and they wanted a slightly Western approach.
Right.
When it comes to singing, and that's been a comfort zone for me. And this is the case in a lot of the Tamil songs that I've sung, where they've wanted it a little bit like international sounding and a little less, like
Regional, little less
regional.
regional.
Yeah. So there have been briefs like that. There have also been briefs where they've wanted it to be like you not
Really
wanted it to
authentic.
sound like yeah, as authentic as possible. So I've had both ends of the spectrum, and it is. I think it's for me the craft of faking it is.
Craft
I
of
mean,
faking it.
for lack of a better terminology, I think it's like acting, right?
Right.
Like you'll see a lot of movies in which a non-Bengali is playing a Bengali
Yeah.
and speaking in Bengali in films. It's the same thing. Like you're pretending to be a character,
Right.
right? And that character speaks that language.
Yeah.
So it's just basically that. So I think that's the lens with which we should approach regional languages.
That is truly incredible. I think this is a rare talent. बिकॉज़ मेरे को नहीं लगता कि हर किसी की आवाज़ में वो चीज़ सूट करे बिकॉज़ देयर आर लॉट ऑफ आई डोंट वांट टू नेम एनीबॉडी बट देयर आर लॉट ऑफ सिंगर्स इन बॉलीवुड हू आर सिंगिंग पंजाबी सॉन्ग्स या
Right,
फिर उनको वो क्या कहते हैं रीडअप कर रहे हैं या
right.
दोबारा से गा रहे हैं. बट देन अगेन आई हैव लॉट ऑफ मी बीइंग अ पंजाबी माई सेल्फ एंड हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पंजाबी फ्रेंड्स लाइक नहीं यार ये खराब कर दिया इसने. सो
Uh,
दैट्स अ वेरी बिकॉज़ ऑडियंस इज़ वेरी जजी इन इंडिया,
of course, yeah.
राइट? डू यू एवर फील हैव यू एवर फेस्ड सच क्रिटिसिज्म्स?
Um, Not really about like accent and stuff. Also because I think what in my particular situation, I think what has helped
राइट.
is that I come with my own style. So most of the time, uh, the style overshadows the accent. So
राइट.
like if I do have an accent in a song, it's the requirement because they want me to do this song in Nikita's way. Like,
Right.
that's usually, which is which has been such a blessing for me, that people have started calling me because they want the song to have my flavor.
Right.
So it's not about sound like a Punjabi.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a Punjabi. So,
Half
but
Punjabi.
like, oh, look at that, like half Punjabi. Hey, bro,
अच्छा ठीक है
in a
सर.
lot of ways, I'm more Punjabi than you. Okay, it's not about
I'm sure.
the
I'm sure.
ratio. No, but it's I think it's about the flavor that you bring. So it's a little, it's a very different situation where the craft is more about, and it's also the style of singer that I am.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, say for example, if I was a classical, like a pure Hindustani classical singer, then it's a very gharana strict
Right.
situation.
Right.
So then you can't really mess with borders,
Right.
right?
Of course.
But I think the kind of artist that I am, I'm exactly the kind of artist who messes with,
Right.
like, who blurs out the borders and
Right.
doesn't keep, like, a specific style and only stick to it. So that's maybe helpful for me.
Yeah, and also the kind of genres that you have picked up, the difference between your one song and other song, and
Right.
still you manage to get your own flavor to those different genres.
Right.
That is something is very rare about an artist.
Thanks.
That's something. मतलब ये मैं सिर्फ इसमें कोई सवाल नहीं है, मैं ऐसे check कर रहा हूँ.
Thank
अच्छा,
you.
tell me one thing कि अभी इस time पे Bollywood playback singing scene has changed over the years, and now
Yeah.
a lot of independent artists are coming into the scene.
Right, of
So,
course.
do you think Bollywood has now started recognizing that talent or that the mass appeal of independent artists?
I think slowly, yes. Like, artists, it's becoming a little bit more like the West and other countries,
Right.
which is amazing because I think music is not going to be completely dependent on the film industry, which it
Right.
was before,
Which it was, yeah.
which is absolutely wonderful for artists, like for musicians, because then we get to sort of write our own story and
Yeah.
make our own music, and it's going to be more, I think it's going to become more like sync licensing, where, like it is in the West, where you basically like like certain artists songs, and you pick those for your scenes instead of making music
For the
specifically
film.
for that
Yeah.
and releasing it only in the film. So I think it's going to be more like, you've seen already seen, example that comes to my head is like Rangi Sari का जो version, उन्होंने आर्टिस्ट से लेके एक फिल्म वर्जन बनाया क्योंकि उनको
Right.
वही गाना रखना था.
Right.
तो ऐसा आई थिंक और होने वाला है, एंड दैट्स अमेजिंग फॉर द
And are
म्यूजिशियंस.
you leaning towards more of independent music?
I'm honestly doing both. I cannot ignore the fact that I have begun with film,
Yeah.
and the fact that I'm in uh, any sort of recognition or any kind of,
Right.
I'm on the map because of the film music that I run, despite being a very non-film artist as a listener or as a composer. Like, when I compose my own music, it's not very
Nobody wants you to go away from
Bollywoody.
the Bollywood. People
No,
really
no,
love.
no. But what I'm trying to say is that for me, it's like I want to keep doing both. I definitely want to do more and more music, which I'm writing and releasing independently. And I think both journeys, I'm excited to see both the journeys sort of
Parallel.
not just parallel, like both the journeys collide. Because I think when it collides,
Yeah.
is when it's gonna get fun. Because then I'm gonna be an artist
Right.
whose independent music is gonna be in films. Film music is like, it's gonna be like both are on the same level, basically.
So basically, like I am a music lover, you are also a music lover. All I want to see is that independent music is also growing, and I am
Yeah,
not somebody who shies away from saying that I absolutely love Bollywood music. And
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
think ये दोनों चीजें अगर जिस
साथ में
स्पीड से
चले.
बढ़ रही हैं और बढ़ती
बिल्कुल,
जाएं, that
बिल्कुल.
that would be great. Who is
Absolutely.
your favorite independent artist right now? मतलब who do you listen to?
I can't do favorites. That's so hard.
Still, few singers that you really like.
Um, like in India, uh, out of like the artists in India, um, I admire a lot of artists. I think from the indie scene, uh, there's one artist I listen to a lot. His name is Wazir.
Wazir, oh
Yeah.
yes, he's
So
superb.
yeah, I think he's really cool. He has his own very specific style.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Punjabi artists actually. So I think Prabdeep is also an amazing artist. Um, um, who else? I mean, these are artists that I think have really latched onto a very cool, unique
Mm.
presence. So I mean, Divine, I think, is also an amazing, amazing artist from the hip hop scene. Badshah, of course, I work so much with him. I think Badshah is such a he has cracked exactly what I was talking about, like the commercial
Yes, I was about to
Bollywood
say that.
and independent scene
Right.
so beautifully and so intelligently. Like I love working with him because of this, because I feel like he is so intelligent about
Right.
his like musical journey that I absolutely love working with him.
That's I think Badshah is the best example when it comes to जो हम
Mixing
लोग discuss
both.
कर रहे थे
Yeah.
कि mixing of both and the best
Yeah.
of the both worlds.
Yeah.
He has done that job
Yeah.
incredibly well.
Yeah.
And another independent artist that I really love these days is Karan Aujla,
Yeah.
because I have seen his journey from a hardcore Punjabi singer,
Right.
then बहुत ज़्यादा authentic Punjabi lyrics,
Right.
and then he has sort of Bollywood की तरफ भी वो थोड़ा सा बढ़ा. Then now he has turned Western also. The
Right.
journey that he has is also really incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love listening to him a lot. So I don't know, I somehow
Like you
dislike it.
randomly just fangirled about
Huh,
Karan Aujla.
actually.
Nice.
Acha,
Yeah.
your music is also upcoming with Shashwat, eh? What is that story?
Yeah. So, well, Shashwat and I have been writing a lot of music together, which
Mhm.
we just would keep dropping without any plan in place.
Mhm.
Of late, we've been writing a lot of folk hip hop music.
Folk hip hop, wow.
Yeah, which has been really fun for me because as a writer, it's a very natural thing to write
Mm.
folk melodies, but and I'm the producer on in this duo.
Oh, wow.
So like the production style of mine has always been very hip hop R&B driven. So I think that combination is just a very cool genre that
The
we've
fusion
kind
is in
of
your genes, yeah.
yeah, it is, and like I think it was such a unique sound that
Mm.
we thought that we should come up with a duo
Right.
that represents this unique sound. So we've started a duo called Schneck.
Okay.
It's just a sound, but it's also a mixture of our names, and it's basically uh, representing the music that we're going to release now,
Right.
which is very specific to this sound. And it's we both are the writers, producers, lyricists. Everything is just between the two of us. And I think for us, it's also exciting because people know us as playback singers predominantly.
Right.
So for us to be able to showcase, our music on a holistic capacity, not
Right.
just as singers,
Right.
is so much fun. And also, I think a lot of very few artists are sharing a limelight, which for me is a very important thing as an artist, like to be able to share a spotlight together. And I think because it's like usually an individualistic journey, right? Like solo careers, you'll
Right.
see very few boy bands, girl bands, or like collaborative
Mm.
initiatives. So I think for us to do Schnick was also about being a collaborative duo and not just like because Nikita Gandhi is an existing artist, Shashwat
Right.
Singh is an existing artist. So we wanted to do something which is bigger than just us individually.
Right. And this will be your big beginning of the independent scene, right?
Yes, 2025.
Okay. हमारा एक game है which is called Quickie. So
Okay.
so it's basically a rapid fire, and I'll ask the drill. I'll ask you questions super fast, and you'll have to answer super fast.
Okay.
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 So let's start with our Quickie. A singer you admire but also see as a competition.
Uh, I don't see anybody as competition. That's my honest truth.
Okay.
Like I think other people do, but I don't because I can't think of music like that.
Okay. One Bollywood celeb whose playlist you would love to sneak peek into.
Vicky.
Vicky Kaushal.
Yeah.
A song you secretly hate but everyone loves.
Secretly hate, but everybody loves. Oh, there's so many songs like that, I think. Nothing is coming to my head right now. What song do I hate? I
It's
don't.
a quickie.
Yeah, but clearly I've erased it from my brain. Which is everywhere and everybody loves. Hate is a strong word.
Okay, not literally in the sense of hate, but you don't like, but people love.
I don't know. Pass. I'm taking too much
ये नया
time.
रूल कब आया?
फिर सोचना दो बस कट ऐसे कर दो कि मैंने बहुत जल्दी
हाँ फिर बताओ ना.
मैं सोच रही हूँ if I had my phone with me I would like That what is that song? Uh, that from. यार मैं कैसे बताऊं? It won't even show up in my algorithm, I'm sure. How do I tell you?
Searches अच्छा searches में
Daily
तो होगा ही नहीं.
Mix. Uh, wow. I clearly don't hate any song. I'm sure there is some song that I hate.
है तो सही.
Name some annoying song, no?
आहा टमाटर बड़े मजेदार.
Oh, I know. Fevicol.
Fevicol.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
came to my head right now. But there are many songs like that which are very famous and everybody likes, and
Right.
I just don't get it.
Okay. So a singer who deserves way more credit than they get.
I'll also put myself only in that list. No, because there's so many singers who people don't know. They know their music, but they
Right.
don't know. I am in that list. I think Shashwat is also in that list. Um, so many artists. Who else? Who else? Who else? Um
This is absolutely the longest quickie we are doing.
yeah, I don't do quickies, you know. So like, uh,
Okay.
clearly I have. Yeah, I think that I'm very underplayed. Anyway, I don't know.
अच्छा चलो आगे चलते हैं. One remake that absolutely ruined the original song.
Wow, these are very mean questions, man. Uh, one remake that ये thinking वाले को ऐसे तो if you did this or that, then it would have been fast the answer. Um,
You have to be brutally honest. These are easy to
I am
answer.
being brutally honest only, but like I'm blank. Which remake has ruined the original song? Uh, there was some version of Rangila that came out which I didn't like.
Okay.
I don't remember who made it and what it was, and I think it was Rangila because it was all definitely not done by Rahman sir, and I didn't care for it.
Okay. If you could steal one song from another singer, which one would it be?
Steal one song from a different singer. Uh,
Somehow I like how seriously you are taking my.
yeah, because you're asking me questions that I need to think about, यार. अरे आप ही बता दो कौन से गाने में मेरी आवाज अच्छी लगेगी मैं वो आंसर दे दूंगी
नहीं आप अपना ओरिजिनल दो ना. I am keeping this bit also in the interview.
whose song what song should I steal should I have sung or could have sung देखो कोई हेल्प नहीं कर रहा है फोन अ फ्रेंड भी कोई नहीं ठीक है यार मत क्लियरली आई एम नॉट गोना स्टील एनी सॉन्ग
Okay. One who's got the best after party scene in Bollywood?
आई डोंट नो
You know?
like I don't really go to too many after parties to know who has the best scene.
Okay. A song of yours that deserved more love but didn't get it.
First of all, I would like to say the best after parties are not by Bollywood people.
Is it?
I think it's by regular people who don't make people party for a living. Because for as someone who makes people party for a living, I've realized that because we make people party for a living, we don't party that much. It's because we're doing that all the time.
Right.
So it's the people who don't get to party a lot who party like crazy. That's the truth.
Wow. Okay. A song of yours that deserved more love but didn't get it.
Ghar.
Last celeb you texted.
Maybe Pritam Da only.
Pritam Da.
Actually, everybody is a celebrity almost who I know. Now, how do I like Shashwat also? Maybe Shashwat, or maybe because we're also like releasing our music right now, so we keep texting each other every day. Yeah.
अरे कोई बात नहीं सबूत नहीं चाहिए हमारे को मैं मान गया था
नहीं
प्रीतम
मैं
दा
देख
पे.
रही हूँ मैं क्रॉस रेफरेंस कर रही हूँ. I guess it was Shashwat.
A Bollywood star who can surprisingly sing well.
Aditi. Hi.
Rao Hedri.
Yes, she sings really well.
A singer who can totally pass off as an actor.
Me, because I'm like full of naughty.
An overrated party song you are tired of hearing. I think फिर से इसमें Fevicol ही consider कर ले.
आज की रात. I'm
Have
kind
you
of.
seen that video of that little kid dancing on Aaj Ki
No.
Raat? It's quite ब्राउन रंग किसने लिखा है?
ब्राउन रंग, ब्राउन मुंडे आई नो किसने लिखा.
You don't know the controversy around brown rang?
No, I live under a rock, man. You won't get controversies out of me.
Hey, there is no. I'm not even looking for it. Am I? Am I lying to myself?
I think you are.
So this I really wanted to know. You have a song Kafirana. You have a song Jugnu. This adaptation to all these different genres. Does it comes really easily to you, or is it a difficult bit? And what's the most exciting sort of genre that you really like? मतलब अब ऐसे मत कहना कि मेरे को अपने सारे गाने अच्छे लगते हैं, but one
Yeah.
genre that you really look forward.
हाँ, सारे गाने अच्छे लगते हैं, वो तो
Of
obvious है.
course, but
But of course, I love singing melodies like Kafirana and Ghar and Rabta and all these songs which have very strong like melodies. Of course, as a singer, any singer will want to sing more melodies because it's like as like, for singing it's more fun,
right.
you know. So but of course I love singing all the genres. Like मुझे party songs में भी बहुत मजा आता है. And I think it's not difficult to keep flipping genres because I think the moment you hear the song, the track, the arrangement, you get a sense of it. And you know, I like in fact swapping like genres of if you in fact if you strip down a lot of my songs, they're all very beautiful melodies anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what matters. Like even Jugnu, when I do my shows, I do this introduction, which is like a very freestyly version of it. And when I do that, I get to like sing that song and not like just sing it in the
Right.
in the arrangement of the song, where you know it's more about the track than the singing. So I think you know, as long as you enjoy the song, that's what matters, and that's what gives you the delivery for each genre.
Is there any particular genre that is still that is there on your bucket list but you haven't explored yet?
यार मैंने तो बहुत कुछ कर लिया. लाइक मैंने गजल्स भी कर लिया. लास्ट ईयर आई डन 2-3 गजल्स एंड डूइंग वन मोर दिस ईयर. एंड विच इज समथिंग विच वाज आई थिंक द मोस्ट आउट ऑफ a character for me because I have learned Hindustani, but I've never done that specific style of music ever.
Right.
So for me to do that it was actually super fun because I think as my voice type is very friendly to ghazals, but like I've never explored it. So
Right.
like yeah, I don't know what is left now.
Do you otherwise listen to ghazals?
Yeah, I do.
अब वो कैसे मैं मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा स्मूथली कैसे लेकर आओ इस चीज को. कैन यू सिंग
अरे
समथिंग
यार,
थोड़ा सा?
I don't think I should say anything today. If you can tell, my voice has been cracking while talking only. But one song that I'll sing a little bit of it because I genuinely like my voice is broken today. But there's a song that my mom loves, and I've heard her like bringing it up so many times. And I don't know if I can sing it right now, but it's let me one sec.
Do we need a guitar or anything?
नहीं भाई, मुझे गाना ही barely आता है. आप गिटार बजवाओगे मैं
आपसे नहीं वो बजा देगा.
नहीं मतलब it's रंजिशी सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिशी सही आवाज ही नहीं निकल रही. But yeah, that's one of my favorite ghazals. And I also feel that there's one song of mine actually that I had sung in the season 1 version, which was just a very cabaret arrangement, and the season 2 version was sung by Rekha ji,
Yeah.
which was in a ghazal style,
Right.
which is SAQ.
SAQ.
So that's one song that I love singing on stage, and I sing it in Rekha ji's version only because I like singing the ghazals perspective of it. So yeah, you want me to sing that also?
हाँ तो मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूँ कि अभी सुनाओगे.
One of my favorite ghazals is my mom's favorite ghazal because I've heard her sing it so many times. रंजिशी सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिशी सही हाँ फिर से मुझे छोड़ के, गलत गाया ना मैंने? दरा क्या है?
फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने के लिए
जाने के लिए, हाँ फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने के लिए आ, रंजिशी सही. This is one of my favorite ghazals, but a song that it's not a ghazal really, but there is a ghazali version of SAQ which was sung by Rekha ji, who's one of my absolute favorite singers.
Yeah, mine too.
And so I sang season 1 of SAQ, which is a very cutesy, like acoustic Western arrangement.
Girly
And,
version to a ghazli version.
Girly version.
पहले
Yeah.
girly version, अब ghazli version.
Yeah, so that's actually, but I love doing the ghazali version
Yeah.
in my shows. So. अक्सर तुमसे मिलकर मुझको घर सा लगता है, फिर क्यों दिल में कोई डर सा लगता है, पर ये सब सोचना, दिल को यूं खोलना, सब कुछ कह कर ही सबको बताना जरूरी है क्या? ऐसे क्यों? हाँ क्यों? हाँ क्यों? तू कुछ बोलना, ऐसे क्यों? हाँ क्यों? हाँ क्यों? तू कुछ बोले ना. हाँ हो. Extra husky version for you today.
मेरे रोंगटे मेरी शर्ट से बाहर आ रहे हैं. I loved it.
अब मैं आपको बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक देती रहूंगी जब आप बात कर रहे हो.
बात आपने करनी है, मैंने तो पूछनी है.
अच्छा हाँ सॉरी, मुझे बात करनी है, ठीक है.
So, Arijit Singh is a voice that defines generations. It's a
Yeah.
rare talent जो बहुत वक्त के बाद आता है. What is it? You have worked with him a lot, and what is it that people don't know about him?
That he makes really good march.
March. Okay, for like fish, है ना?
Fish. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just gonna say that much. Yeah, he cooks pretty well actually.
Mhm.
Like I've eaten his. He cooked. What did he make that day? March. Yeah, I mean he makes good food.
पता है, as a music lover, somehow मैं थोड़ा सा jealous हो रहा हूँ आपसे, because the kind of
People
equation
like-
you have with people like A.R. Rahman, Arijit Singh, Pritam Da, this is great. Okay, so अच्छा, but Arijit Singh का music career, it has its dark phases. He
Right.
has his fair share, but not exactly fair, but bans, boycotts, and having controversy or troubles with big names of Bollywood.
Okay.
But have you ever faced any
Bans?
sort of dirty politics of Bollywood?
I think no one. I'm not big enough to have been banned from anything. For that, you have to be very big. Then you get into controversies.
But do you see that around in the industry happening?
What?
The politics, the dark
There's
side.
always politics, I think, in everything, in every industry also. Like, I mean, there are different things. Like there's sometimes the issue becomes not political really, but like some form of politics. Sometimes it's gatekeeping. Sometimes it's like a numbers game where it's a popularity contest also, right? So I think a lot of that influences the quality of work sometimes, and but it is what it is, I guess.
I think this is something that artists have to live with.
Yeah, I think anybody does, to be honest. Everything is a popularity contest now, not just the music industry.
Do you ever feel that there is a certain pressure about being yourself, not being yourself, but carrying yourself in a certain way, putting up things on social media in a certain way,
Yeah.
to being at the parties where You just are there for the sake of it. Have you
I
been in
don't
that
really
situations?
attend parties where I'm there. I have there once or twice I've been in a place where I'm like, why am I here? Um, but most of the time, like I don't go where I'm not needed, I guess, because that's just weird and I don't want to waste my time. I'd rather be at home in shorts playing with my dogs than attending a party for no reason.
But matlab, I might sound like a typical Bollywood journalist right now, but I want to know that have there been any strange or weird moments or a party story, मतलब maybe where you were not there, या फिर कोई ऐसे आपको सुन के लगा कि ये क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे?
A party story which I was not there, how will I know what the
मतलब
story is?
otherwise also, because you just told me na you don't go to a lot of parties.
Yeah. So I didn't really understand what you want
Like
to
if you
know.
have been to a party in a Bollywood setup where you were like, "Hey, it's a weird story. What happened there? Any strange party moment?"
I've not been to very insane parties, I guess. I think most of the insane parties I've been to were pre being a professional musician in college when we've driven to Auroville and
Mm.
seen some strange house parties. I think that has been much more wild than I'm sure there are very wild parties as well in Bollywood. Um, but I think I've actually like a lot of my like friends are from the industry, right? And uh, what I don't know, like, is there like a very weird party? Like I have been to like okay, I can if you want something interesting, then I haven't been to like very weird after parties and parties, but I have definitely been to. We have definitely partied in very weird situations,
Okay.
like not weird. Like we do a lot of music festivals, right?
Mm.
So there have been. There was an NH7 in which obviously there are artist villages जहाँ पे सारे artists ही रहते हैं और tents हुए रहते हैं तो एक NH7 में मुझे याद है कि there were these rickshaws that were kept in the this like in the artist village,
Okay.
like it was part of the decoration
Mhm.
because they'd made like this desi mela kind of thing, so there
Right.
were rickshaws kept and I got very excited and I was like I'm going to because I've actually always wanted to ride a rickshaw,
Mm.
like the cycle rickshaw.
Uh-huh.
So there was one after like a artist village party in which I was trying to ride the rickshaw and I couldn't control it, and I rammed into the I mean I didn't hit anybody thankfully, but like I rammed into the tent and fell off the rickshaw. So the like we've done like really funny things like that, like where like recently I had done a holy gig जहाँ पे उसके बाद after party में हम लोग सब मतलब all the artists, celebrities were in this enclosure and we were all partying and stuff and मेरे जूते फट गए थे। मतलब इतनी गर्मी थी उस दिन कि जूते के निशान पड़ रहे थे रोड पे। Like it was that hot that the peat was melting. And this was last year's Holi party in Bombay. And so then after it was my show, as I finished my show, I went into the
Mm.
artist party thing, and it was so hot that we were just like मेरे जूते भी नहीं थे बिकॉज़ टूट गए थे शो पे और इतनी गर्मी थी कि एक जगह खड़ी भी नहीं रह पा रही थी। So it was like we've had such wild parties where I had to like barefoot go home in a rickshaw because obviously like I didn't take my car to a a place where I'm going to get drenched in colors and stuff. So we've had some weird parties like that.
एंड अभी रिसेंटली आपके कॉन्सर्ट में सॉलिड बारिश हुई,
Yes.
है ना? व्हाट्स दैट स्टोरी?
सॉलिड बारिश हुई और हमने मतलब शो किया आई थिंक इट वाज awesome. This was in Shivaji College in Delhi University just 3 days ago, and uh, we it started raining, and actually I got tense because I was like, shit, ये लोग शायद शो रुकवा ना दे,
Mm.
कैंसिल ना कर दे क्योंकि रेन हो रहा है, लोग ना चले जाए. I mean, obviously, not everybody will want to stand in the rain,
Right.
but I was like, I love the rain. Like मेरे life में बहुत हर like it's very auspicious for me, and every important milestone in my life has had rain for some weird cosmic reason. I was born on a rainy day. It rains on my birthday every year somehow. um I was when Ladio had come out,
Mm.
it had rained that day. um I think when I got my first award also it rained that day. there was one more song when Leke Prabhu Ka Naam came out. It was Durga Puja time.
Hmm.
This was last year. No, last to last year. And it was a completely sunny week. Like I was in Calcutta. This I remember that day it like मतलब अच्छा खासा like no signs of rain वाला दिन था. It suddenly got cloudy. I kid you not, because I'm not very superstitious and like I'm not so like spiritual or something, but like it's weird the
Right.
connection I have with rain. Like it just suddenly got cloudy. It just rained for 10 minutes on that day, the day that song released, and then it again became sunny. Like it was so bizarre. And like this kind of stuff keeps happening with me. And that day, the day of this show, Shivaji College, so Shashwat was actually in Delhi also for a different show.
Right.
And I told him कि I just randomly asked him like चलना है क्या show पे? आज ही announce कर दे क्या Snick का the fact that we're doing this duel, let's play our song. Like we just randomly decided on the day of that show कि चलो let's play our unreleased track and let's see how people react to it. Let's get a sense of कैसे लग रहा है, लोगों को अच्छा लग रहा है कि नहीं. And so I took him to my show and took him, and it started raining on stage. And I kid you not, like when it started raining and we ended up like we got a green signal to do the show, I was like, this is a sign that we've decided to talk about this today. And I went on stage and it was incredible. Like the feeling, मैं तो मतलब audience और मैं भीग रहे थे.
Hmm.
मेरे सारे bandmates को cover किया गया because obviously there was instruments and
Instruments.
stuff.
Yeah.
And in fact technical problems भी चल रहे थे because एक कान में because of the a lot of, like obviously I also had a mic with me and stuff and सब
Right.
भीग रहा था. मेरे एक कान में audio chala gaya tha, this that, a lot of things were happening, but it was like such a incredible feeling to sing in the rain and
Right.
to bring that like announcement that day, bring Shashwat on stage. It just felt right, and it was just totally a sign.
And I can totally imagine how much of your fans and the people attending the concert, उनके लिए भी वो बहुत crazy moment
मजा आ
होगा.
गया. और आज भी लाइक 3 4 दिन से बस उसी दिन के कॉन्सर्ट के स्टोरीज में मैं टैग किए जा लाइक लोग टैग किए जा रहे हैं
Right.
कि लोगों को भी इतना मजा आया कि ऐसे एक माहौल बन गया था पूरा.
Because as fans we don't expect the artist to stay if it's raining, because I have been to concerts जो बारिश की वजह से रुके हैं. And one of the situations where I was backstage, and I can totally imagine the amount of fuck ups that can happen.
Yeah.
But it's
We
rare
can
to see
swear on
it.
this podcast.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Retake करे दोबारा से.
नहीं नहीं इतने टाइम के बाद इट्स ओके, आई डोंट हैव टू स्वेयर.
Okay, coming to Bollywood again. So if a budding singer, if a new singer uh, asks you how to make it big in Bollywood, what's that one brutal truth that you are going to tell them?
Brutal, why does it have to be a brutal truth?
It can be anything.
Okay.
Because the reality check of the industry
The
that you must give a
reality
new
check
singer, yeah.
is, fortunately and unfortunately, um, I feel that a lot of it is being at the right place at the right time.
Hmm.
I'm 100% sure that is a big part of everybody's career, because I feel that because ऐसे हो ही नहीं सकता कि बहुत मतलब इतने सारे talented singers हैं, talented musicians हैं. Not everybody I feel gets their due, and like we spoke about being underrated. I think a lot of people are underrated in as per their talent. So I feel that two things I feel are brutal truths when it comes to being a singer, especially. One is being at the right place at the right time, which is some people are very good at manifesting it and creating that. I think a lot of people, a lot of very ambitious people,
Right.
somehow make it happen for themselves. I am not in that category at all. I think I'm just very blessed to have met the right kind of people and
The
to
right time.
have been in the right kind of rooms, maybe.
Right.
Which is again because, as I told you, like I never planned to be a singer. So it's
Mhm.
not like मैंने बहुत सारे I've never actually done that thing where you go and meet composers because you want to sing for them,
Yeah.
like it's been always that somehow like they have so it's been very organic. So that is a very rare thing to happen, I feel, so that's,
Right.
I mean, how do you make something like that happen?
Yeah.
um So that is one thing which I feel is a big factor. And also, I think uniqueness. I
Hmm.
think being unique is very essential to an artist's career, because especially in today's day and age, because everybody is looking for a USP,
Right.
and everybody is looking for what makes this person special, or what makes that person shine or different. बट इसमें क्या होता है ना, बहुत लोग डिफरेंट होने के चक्कर में डिफरेंट होने की कोशिश करते हैं,
Hmm.
वो अलग है. आई थिंक यूनिकनेस, इट्स अ वेरी ऑड thing, but it's basically being naturally unique. Like doing something that is absolutely you, which makes you you, you know?
Right.
So I feel like the best thing an artist can do for themselves is to just be themselves. Like not try to be like someone else. So
That's the most realistic advice, actually.
yeah, but that is, I think that's the best thing for anybody anyway, like to just be true to what comes naturally to them.
Right. And there's this Instagram effect on the music industry right now. Do you also get that pressure कि नहीं भाई इस गाने में ऐसा हुक रखो जो रील्स पे वायरल जाए?
Uh,
वो होता है आपके म्यूजिक प्रोसेस में?
yes. No, I mean, I was just thinking about the Instagram is, I mean, unfortunately, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. It's both.
Yeah.
That it is, the bad thing is that we have to be consistent on Instagram because
Right.
it's kind of a promotional tool.
Hmm.
But that same bad thing is a good thing, that
Yeah.
Instagram is a promotional tool for your music, and is an easy way for artists to connect with their fans. A lot of artists who never had label support or any kind of commercial support
Right.
have been discovered through Instagram. So I think it's an amazing thing that we
Yeah.
have, like, promotion in the palm of our hands, basically.
That is also something because I have discovered many songs through Instagram only.
Right.
तो अब बिकॉज़ आई फ्रॉम द आर्टिस्ट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हो सकता है कि ये वाला प्रेशर है जो उनको परेशान कर सकता है.
Right.
But I think because there is huge audience, a lot of people are there active on Instagram,
Mhm.
and being somebody who is very much active on Reels, scrolling Reels,
Mm.
so मेरे को भी लगता है कि there are situations जहाँ पे मैंने बहुत अच्छा म्यूजिक डिस्कवर किया है through Instagram.
Right.
That's a good thing. So let's play another game,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be quick.
Which is
Let's
supposed to be quick.
yeah, let's hope this time it is. It's
Let's
called
hope.
और बताओ. So I'll
Or
give you one word, and with whatever comes to your mind, sentence, a word with that word, वो आपने बोलना है.
okay.
ठीक है? एंड जहाँ आपको लगे कि देव ये थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा हो रहा है, लाइन क्रॉस हो रही है, तो आपने बोला और बताओ. ठीक है? सो विल
अच्छा.
मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन और विल चेंज एंड
Okay.
द गेम.
Okay.
ओके?
Okay. Okay.
सो लेट्स स्टार्ट और बताओ. ऑटो ट्यून.
Useful and necessary, and it's misinterpreted by public.
टोनी कक्कड़.
Auto-tune.
अरे! मैंने कुछ नहीं
No,
किया.
he uses a lot of
मैंने कुछ नहीं
auto-tune.
बोला.
It's true. I mean,
अवार्ड शोज.
um, oh, I was gonna say gatekeeping. No, there is definitely some amount of gatekeeping in award shows.
ओवररेटेड.
Award shows. It's somehow my answer for the previous question is that, no, in the sense that I think it's not everything.
स्ट्रीमिंग नंबर्स.
Overrated. No, again, streaming numbers should not define the artist
दैट इज
always. Yeah.
ट्रू. अंडररेटेड सिंगर.
Maybe Romy?
बादशाह एंड हानिया आमिर.
Who's Hania Amir?
व्हाट? यू डोंट नो हानिया आमिर?
No? Who is Hania Amir?
पाकिस्तानी एक्ट्रेस.
Acha. Oh, this is when everybody thought he was dating
या
her.
या
Somebody asked me in an interview,
या.
is he dating Hania Amir? And I was like, who is that?
Hania Amin has a lot of fan following in India. Yeah,
Acha.
because one of
I
her
thought we're
shows
not
went up.
allowed to be fans of Pakistani artists. I'm a fan of many Pakistani artists, though.
Especially
But
musicians, yeah.
yeah, I'm talking about musicians.
Okay. So,
But what am
cringiest.
I supposed to say about them?
Whatever
False,
comes.
I guess.
Okay. Cringiest song.
Cringiest song. Definitely, it's going to be. There are many cringy songs, man.
यहाँ
Like,
तक आ गया था आपके गाना ना आप
there's that,
बता नहीं
what
रहे
is
हो.
that love bomb, some very annoying song. Kya? It got really famous.
LOVE लवियापा.
No, love. अरे यार, क्या है वो? You know this one chick with a very funny music video.
Dinchak Pooja.
No, but it's a very bad song. Like, shit, it's very good that I can't remember it. But it's one of those very cringy viral songs.
पार्टी मैंने कर लिया आज.
नहीं,
वही तो था.
not Oyama. See, those are fun cringy songs.
Hmm.
They're like in the right spot. But that's just a very cringy song.
Okay.
I will tell you what the name of it is. It's like love something. Shucks, what is the name of the song?
आप कुछ बता भी तो नहीं रहे हो. आप सिर्फ ऐसे
मुझे याद नहीं है ना tune. Just remember the video and it's like very annoying. But anyway, I think people will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, hopefully. Bollywood friendship.
Bollywood friendship. Yeah. What do I say about it? I have many
Whatever comes to
Bollywood
mind.
friendships.
Yours to are before Bollywood also, na?
Huh.
That's a very different.
No, I have a lot of industry friends also, like people who I'm genuinely friends with who are in the scene.
Labels and contracts.
Long.
Alia Bhatt as a singer.
Not my cup of tea, maybe.
Musician crush.
Because my cup is coffee. Musician crush. Rekha ji.
Her voice is.
I like full on have a crush on her. I actually have a crush on her. Weirdly, these are women.
Hmm.
I have a crush on Rekha ji and I have a crush on Anushka Shankar.
Hmm. I remember. I still cannot recall the name. One of her. There's a vocal also, and then there's a sitar thing. It's a beautiful melody, yaar. I cannot recall the name, but that's something very beautiful. सुन के आपको बताऊंगा एक बार. You will
Okay.
also like it. मतलब हो सकता है आपको पता ही हो already.
Okay.
So coming back, has there been a moment in your career where you felt like, why am I here? Where am I? Where am I? Or how did you get out of it?
Wait, what?
A moment in your career
That's
that
like every week.
that made you question. That made you question everything. That why am I doing all this?
Yeah, every week this happens.
And how do you get out of it?
Go do a show. No, seriously, there are always existential crises होता ही रहता है. Or I think the only way to get over it is when the next project sort of happens. मतलब कुछ काम में busy हो जाता है ना, फिर वो automatically निकल जाता है वो thought.
So basically, keeping yourself
Busy,
busy
yeah.
is the solution.
Yeah.
So before we end the show, because you have massive crush on Rekha Bhardwaj, you already sang one of our songs. Is there anything done by Rekha Bhardwaj that you would like to sing for us?
कुछ और कर सकते हैं ना,
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
तो क्या करना है? खुद का एक गाना गाओ.
Because पता है मैं पहले भी आपके interviews जो मैंने देखे उसमें भी मेरे को, because I was like she can sing really well when it comes to ghazals.
Right.
And I'm literally hoping that someday you come up with something which is like complete ghazal version of something.
I have actually done some ghazals, but how is नहीं अभी वो नहीं गाते, बहुत serious हो जाए. But let's end on a fun note, I feel,
Okay.
because I did 2 serious songs only.
Okay.
So,
Anything you like.
what should I end on? Oh yeah, hot to मेरे manner नहीं, जब तो मेरे banner नहीं. I'm gonna do it again. This is loud. Oh yeah, hot to मेरे manner नहीं, जब तो मेरे banner नहीं. लोग तो jealous कर दिया है, Kylie Jenner नहीं. मेरे हुस्न ते चढ़ चढ़ मेरे हुस्न ते चढ़ चढ़ लंदन तो अमेरिका. मुंडे आ दिला दे मैनू बुर्ज खलीफा. हाँ मैनू बुर्ज खलीफा. ओ मैनू बुर्ज खलीफा. हाँ मैनू बुर्ज खलीफा. बुर्ज खलीफा. हाँ बुर्ज खलीफा. ओ मैनू बुर्ज खलीफा. हाँ मैनू बुर्ज खलीफा.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's incredible how effortless you are. You know, shifting from one genre to another. And
Like,
this is
I thought we
this
should end on a fun note.
good. Yeah. Well, I absolutely. पता है, this is one of my favorite songs of yours.
Yeah?
And
Okay.
this is one of those songs जो मैं कह रहा था ना आपको कि वो अगर कहीं इधर-उधर चलते हुए भी आपने सुन लिया,
वो घुस
ठीक है,
जाता
घुस जाता
दिमाग
दिमाग
में।
में एंड यू एंड अप डूइंग एनीथिंग, मतलब कुछ काम करते हुए लाइक बुर्ज खलीफा।
Yeah, I think this song and even O Sajna
हुँ,
became like even in my head, anytime anyone would bring it up,
हुँ।
all of us like me, my manager also Darshali, every time would be like, अरे ये गाना अटक गया फिर मेरे दिमाग में अभी दिमाग में ओ सजना ही चल रहा है ओ सजना
हाँ।
because I feel like these have that but they're like those not annoying
नो, नो, नो,
you know
नॉट एट
like
ऑल। हाँ,
there are some songs which because they're annoying they get stuck in
दे
your
गेट
head
स्टक
and
या।
there are some songs which are just like addictive so they get stuck in your head so I'm so grateful that I've gotten the addictive ones. But yeah,
But this was
thank you.
again one of the most
Thank
interesting
you for having
conversations.
NG on AGOG.
थैंक यू सो मच। एक बार कैमरे में देख के बोल दीजिए एजीओजी के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है।
AGOG के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है क्योंकि बिना सब्सक्रिप्शन के भी हम आप तक पहुंच ही जाएंगे क्योंकि ये शो बहुत अच्छा है और आपकी सपोर्ट की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है। थैंक यू सो मच।
थोड़ी-थोड़ी है।
थोड़ी-थोड़ी है, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं।
थैंक यू सो
थैंक
मच।
यू।